Warning: Bad Medicine contains adult language and violence. Parental discretion is advised. For years, I tried to figure out a way to make medical science fun, but I just couldn't put my finger on what I could do to make it fun. I spent hours and hours skimming through my textbook trying to think of ideas, but nothing seemed to come to mind. Then one day it hit me like a rocket system targeted straight to your forehead. Why can't I mix action movies and medicine? What is up, YouTubers? Welcome to the first episode of the first season of Bad Medicine. We made it. We finally got it off the ground. I've been waiting a long time to do this, and I've just been trying to figure out the right way to do it and how to do it in the right capacity. I'm your host, John. For those of you that don't know me, for those of you that do, that's just a reiteration of my name. Okay. And so basically, first of all, I want to just thank everybody who subscribed and helped me realize this idea. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. And for those of you that have not subscribed yet, if you wouldn't mind, just click down below there where it says subscribe, and you'll be informed of every single episode that comes out. I try and do this on a weekly basis. So at this point, probably every Sunday, or just time pending, because, you know, like a real person with no money, I have a job. So I will do it my damnedest to try and get it out every single Sunday. So with that said, I know a lot of you here today are asking yourself, what the fuck is he doing? What is this show about? I will explain it to you. So the idea behind this show is to analyze certain scenes from action movies, and for me to kind of tell you what's going on and explain, okay, well, Arnold Schwarzenegger just snapped this dude's neck. How bad is that? Pretty bad. Can you survive from it? Probably not. I'll explain what's going on in there, what organs are affected, or bones or tissues are damaged. And then I will kind of, at the end, give you a rating of how I think it will turn out for the person. So, broken neck, dead. Stabbed in the chest, could live, depending on what kind of care he got. So that's basically where we go from there. So, with that, I will give you a breakdown of every single scene, and that's the show. That's pretty much the gist. Now, as I do watch these scenes, you will also be able to watch these scenes in the corner here below. I'm going to post an overlayer. That way you can watch it with me and kind of have a general idea of what's going on. I don't want you to just listen to the sound and be like, okay, well, it sounds like someone got stabbed in the throat, or it sounds like someone pulled on Steven Seagal's ponytail. No. This is the multimedia age. We're going to utilize multimedia. So, with that said, that brings us to our first movie. We are going to check out a couple clips from a movie called Out for Justice. It stars Steven Seagal as a New York police detective who loses his partner in the line of duty and he's basically just, like the title says, out for justice. Takes the law in his own matters. He basically hunts down all these bad guys. The main bad guy is played by William Forsythe, otherwise known as Sheriff Wydell from The Devil's Rejects. Thank you. And we're just going to kind of dissect a few clips from there. They will be entertaining because, I mean, you know, what action movies aren't entertaining? So yeah, that's basically it. So let's get started. So the first clip we're going to check out is from Out for Justice. The title of this clip is called Steven Seagal Takes Out the Trash. Or Seagal Takes Out the Trash. I guess whoever posted this clip originally knows Steven Seagal, because nobody would just call him Seagal. You would call him Mr. Seagal. Whatever. So let's check it out. Already I can tell this is going to be bad because he's got a 12-gauge shotgun. Yeah, that's got to be a 12-gauge. So this is already going to be bad, I can tell.
Hands on the fucking table.
What the fuck? Oh my God. Wowzers. Yeah. Right off the bat, I can tell you that's going to require a lot of bleeding control. Yeah. Wow. That's rough. Ooh.
Fuck you, cop!
Oh, he's got the angry face on now. You know it's serious. Okay. I love Steven Seagal. He's the greatest. Okay, so we'll kind of start from the beginning. The scene where the dude had the gun under the table and shot Steven Seagal in the side right there. So, right off the bat, depending on, well, there's a few factors to that. So basically, right over in this corner here, which is what we call the lower right quadrant of the body. So there's a lot of really, really delicate stuff over there. You've got the pancreas, the liver, the right side of the digestional tract, and even the kidneys. I mean, so basically, depending on the caliber of the bullet, which I'm going to go off, I don't know a lot about weapons, so I'm going to go ahead and guess that was at least a 38. So a 38, as many of you know, can pretty much do a lot of damage. So when the bullet went in to the side there, right off the bat, it's going to have a lot of bleeding problems right there because, you know, I'm assuming, you know, with the velocity of the bullet, it probably went in and out. So he's going to have an exit wound. Now, unless you kind of quell that bleeding and get it treated right away, you're going to have a lot of problems, including death, because generally the human body can bleed out in a matter of 5 minutes max. And once that happens, you're going to start kind of losing blood pressure control, well, not that you can control it, your blood pressure is gonna start falling drastically, which means that blood is not getting to your vital organs. See, what happens when you have an injury like that, the blood in your body starts to come into the center mass of the body, so the torso, because what it's doing is it's preserving the vital organs, the brain, the heart, lungs, all the other vital organs that the body needs. So unless you quell that bleeding, you're pretty much screwed. So moving on from there, the multiple shotgun wounds, well, I mean, you ask any EMT, they're going to tell you this is a triage situation. So you're basically going to be going through and marking, okay, this dude's dead, so he is probably going to be a priority 3. Because, I mean, there's really not much you can do for him. I mean, if he's dead, he's dead. The one that I did really want to talk about there, the dude who came out on the ledge and got his leg blown off, definitely high priority. Because once okay, so basically with a severed leg, you've got the aorta that goes through the legs, and it basically pushes blood all throughout the body from the heart. If you sever that, you are going to bleed out super, super, super fast, okay? So, believe it or not, this dude possibly could survive, pending that he would get the proper care. So basically, the proper care for what you would do for that is you would go 3 inches above the wound and tie it off with a tourniquet to kind of quell the bleeding. And you're gonna immediately administer oxygen, because if you don't, this dude's gonna go into shock. You're probably also gonna want to administer a heat blanket, because when you lose a lot of blood in the body, you're actually also losing a lot of heat. It's kind of the same concept, sort of the same concept as when you go into hypothermia. When you fall in a lake, all the blood rushes to the vital organs and preserves all those organs. It doesn't matter at the point if you lose limbs or whatever, but as long as you are still pushing blood to the vital organs, the brain, heart, lungs, everything, that's what matters most. So you have to do your damnedest to make sure you tourniquet off that site. Otherwise, this dude... But I'm going to go ahead and guess this dude probably died, because, no, I'm sure nobody called the paramedics, because from the looks of it, there were a lot of paraphernalias, if you know what I'm saying. So, yeah, good times. So I enjoyed myself. I thought it was hilarious. And, so we'll do this every week. Please give me feedback if you have requests, if you want me to dissect one of your movies that you like, action movies, horror movies, whatever. Send me requests. Just mention them in the comment below. And that was the first episode of Bad Medicine. Thank you for watching.